Hello, everybody. Welcome to Spirit Life with Lee, where our content is only faith based, reading the Bible, fasting, our testimonies, experiences in our journey of Christianity. Right. So today's video is going to be focused on my testimony after I had done the 24-hour fast. Right. So how I fast is that I fast. I have committed this year to fasting once a week for 24 hours. And I've been doing this since February started. And one of the things that I was fasting for this time around was my employment, my contract to be renewed, and as well as my hours to remain the same. So I had done 2 of the 24-hour fasts, and in the 24-hour fast I was literally just drinking water, not eating for the whole 24 hours, right? So I was worried a little bit because I'm on contract, right, where I work. So it's not guaranteed at the end of the year, once that contract ends, that you will get a job and everything. So I had to really depend on God. God gave me the job. He's the one that gives you the seed, and then you give it back in different ways, right? Like you're serving and all of that. And I'm like, God, I want to be generous. I want to serve you. I want to live a comfortable life this year again. And I was a tad worried about what was going to happen. I'm like, I don't like worrying about things. So instead of worry, why can't I just see God's face in prayer and fasting, right? Because you don't know what kind of a demon you're dealing with this year. You don't know whether it's in your employment path, it's going to be in your relationships, it's going to be in your family. So I choose to commit to a life of fasting at least once a week for 24 hours, or maybe a dry fast, a partial fast, 12 hours, like maybe 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., once a week. Because I've noticed that if I fast just once a month, maybe usually did 3 days for the rest of the month. I would do 3 days, Monday to Wednesday, then I'm done. And I just feel like, fasting weekly keeps you more connected, especially if you want to be disciplined in the things of the Spirit. Okay, so I went on a fast, and one of my prayer points on the fast was that, God, please secure my job. Please do not allow them to demote me. Do not allow them to cancel me on this contract, because it is not guaranteed, you guys. So I was teaching at an academic institution as a part-time lecturer. So I really needed my job to be renewed, my contract to be renewed, and for me to keep that. So they had not said anything around January, and usually throughout January, or the first few days after we return from the holidays in January, they usually call us to say, hey, your contract has been renewed. And now this year it was different. They didn't say anything for the entire month, you guys. Nothing. And I think that's what got me in a tears. And I just decided, you know what, Lorato, you know what to do. So why are you acting stressed out? Why are you giving yourself ulcers when you can go to the throne, the one who does give out the jobs, the one who has the power, who knows where the money is at, who can give you a job now? Go to him. Why are you stressing? So I did a 24-hour fast, one weekend of February. Then I did another weekend, once every week. So it only took 2 weeks of fasting, one 24 hours and 1 24 hours. I only fasted once a week for 2 weeks. And then I got the answer. The first time, after I had completed the first fast, the first 24-hour fast, because remember what I said, I'm doing this weekly. After I had completed the first one, which was 2 weeks ago, then the Monday, I remember I fasted the whole of Saturday, if not Friday, it was Friday. I fasted the whole of Friday. Then I do the all-night prayers from 12 to 6 a.m. And then Monday of that week, we were told, the communication was told that, okay, please check if your emails, you have to check for your emails. If you didn't get an email, it means your contract was not renewed. If you got your email, it means that your contract is renewed. I was like, oh my goodness, now I have to check. Immediately after the WhatsApp group thing, I was like, okay, let me go check the WhatsApp. And then I checked the WhatsApp, and I did indeed receive the email that confirmed that, okay, you are you got the job and your contract has been renewed and all of that, and then they sent us forms and we had to sign and everything, so everything was perfect. So that was the first blessing. Now the thing is, with our part-time job, like we work according to hours, right? So I had 21 hours that I worked last year, and I was like, God, if anything, and they can reduce those hours based off of, they feel, according to your academic performance, how you taught and everything. There's a lot of factors that can influence whether they maintain your hours or they reduce them or they increase them, right? So one of the three can happen. And I was just like, when I went on another fast the following week, I was like, God, please, 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 can you please just let them maintain my hours or increase them? But we bind the spirit of demotion. Okay, we bound the spirit of unemployment. You've already blessed me with that, but now I cannot be having a temporary blessing. What you gave me was this amount of hours, and I'm going to work for this amount of hours this year, or it can only go higher from there. But we bind the spirit of being demoted. No demotion happening. And lo and behold, just when was it? Just 2 days ago? Yeah, it was 2 days ago. We got communication that we must check our emails for the timetable to see where and how our classes are placed, and if we have clashes, we can communicate with other people, blah blah. So I checked my emails. And I started looking at the timetable. Indeed, it was there, and then I counted the number of hours, the number of classes. They meshed up to 21 hours. Guys, I literally wrote that in one of my prayer requests, that this is what I wanted. On my fast, I was very, very, very specific. I was very clear. I left no stone unturned. I'm like, God, I want this contract to be renewed. And I also wrote that I want my hours to be maintained or to go higher, but we are binding the spirit of demotion. Protect me from being demoted. Guys, God did that. Exactly what I was asking for on a fast, God did it. Because we cannot underestimate the power of fasting and prayer, those two combined, because, the enemy is always trying his best to get you to cry tears of misery. And on the fast, I was just like praying, and it was not just about me, but to pray for other people as well, and for people to receive things as well. And my fast was I found it to be productive. Like I did mention about the challenges that I used to face on a fast, where I didn't plan anything. But this fast, I was very prepared. I had my schedule laid out and all of it. So I'd like to encourage, and I saw the results, I'd like to encourage each and every one of you to go on a fast. When you see that you've been praying for too long and nothing is happening, nothing is changing, rather combine fasting and prayer. It can be once a month. You can do it twice a month. You can do it like me, where you do it weekly, once a week. But do fast. Living a fasted life, it really breaks the bonds of wickedness. In Isaiah 58, God says that your light, your godliness will lead you forward. God will do so much for you. He will answer your prayers quickly. That's what he says in Isaiah 58. And I saw that happen in my own situation with my job. God, after fasting, I received the good news that my contract is being renewed. I fasted again, and after that fast, I received that my hours are remaining the same. No, I had not been demoted. Other people were demoted. I was not demoted. So do you see, the favor of God locates you when you fast? Please fast. If there's an area in your life that you are struggling with, if there are things in your life that you feel like, what, I don't know what to do next, add fasting. Remember in Matthew 17 verse 21, Jesus said, this kind does not come out unless through what? By fasting and prayer. So sometimes you'll be praying for a situation. Up until you combine prayer and fasting to that situation, that demon will not go. So you gotta do something different, something stronger that will allow God to fuel you with more power, so that when you cast out a spirit, it will not resist, but it will obey, because you've got the power of Christ renewed in you. You've got new power. So guys, that was my testimony. I hope it was enough to inspire you. Whatever it is that you want so badly, that you feel like, what, I've been praying about this thing, add fasting to that. You can fast for 6 hours, you can fast for 12 hours, you can fast for like a whole day, 3 days, whatever, but let the Holy Spirit lead you into this. I received my breakthrough. I am so happy. I'm going to work tomorrow. Tomorrow is my first day returning to work this year. So I'm a happy girl, and this could have gone south. All right, so I'll join you again, guys, in another video where I talk all things faith-based. And I hope you will like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you again on the other side of consistency in our faith. Bye-bye.